stars, but I'm just asking for some patience. And I think I deserve all I give, so I don't need no one to wait on. I'm on my time, I got my own life to live, yeah. I'm on my time, I got my own life to live, yeah. My own time. I'ma do what I want and not do what I don't. And baby, that's what she wrote. Need my time and got the quote, yeah. I'ma do what I want and not do what I don't. They won't reach me, I'm remote, off the grid, just off the coast, yeah. I'ma do what I want and not do what I won't. And baby, that's what she wrote. Need my time and got the quote, yeah. I'ma do what I want and not do what I won't. They won't reach me, I'm remote, off the grid, just off the coast, yeah. Hey, hey. They won't reach me, I'm remote, off the grid, just off the coast, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey. They won't reach me, I'm remote, off the grid, just off the. I just need space to reflect, and I got a lot of energy I need to protect. If it's not the request of the depths I announce for, coming from the left and they hit like a southpaw. My days I've been off my ways like every other day there's a problem, pause. Lost that sea on a boat, no oars, my face on freeze like my damn two swords. Wait, I don't want stress, I don't want drama, no bad karma. When the wind comes I be water, no enemy shall go prosper. All my life I've been reading the signs, I got nothing but time and love, I won't give up on me. Said I won't give up on me. Meet me down by the lake, I wanna savor the day. Out of time, out of space, with my hands on your waist. Baby, we can escape, throw the pressure away. Give this freedom a taste before it gets cold. Meet me down by the lake, I wanna savor the day. Out of time, out of space, with my hands on your waist. Baby, we can escape, throw this pressure away. Give this freedom a taste before it gets cold. Meet me down by the lake, I wanna savor the day. Out of time, out of space, with my hands on your waist. Baby, we can escape, throw this pressure away. Give this freedom a taste before it gets cold. I'll do what I want, never what they want me to. On my own time now, refuse on my refuge. So I'ma do what I want, never what they want me to. On my own time now, refuse on my refuge, my refuge.
Rada, rada ni safi patane hapo ngetu kuchonga mamelae.
Ai usidozi ndo huyo mimi nina kamu. Manze huku nje naitwa 1 minute man. Ati mi uboba tamon high demand. Depression ikikikin manze nitakiban. Kishash, kobash, kishash, kobash, kishash, kobash, kishash. You want a quickie in an Uber chap chap. Kama soja boy she makes it clap clap. Hii samosa ni kama nzi yako. Ai, venye ina slap kishash. Kishash, kishash kwa bash. Kishash, kishash kwa bash. Kishash, kishash kwa bash. Kishash, skiza, everything you say has a consequence. Anatingisha ungedhani ni effervescence. Manzi yako yeupeana na confidence. Amjidena man, I feel like a classic man. Amekata tatu na bado wa bleki. Ni kama gari imeachilia breki. Na manyaru zitafanya mini kreki. Nikasupuka poa kakona jegi. Ai usidozi ndo huyo mimi nina kamu. Manze huku nje naitwa 1 minute man. Ati mi uboba tamon high demand. Depression ikikikin manze nitakiban. Kishash kishash kwa bash. Kishash kishash kwa bash. Kishash kishash kwa bash. Kishash.
Hey painting, hey what's your name thing? Unaweza risk si tufanye some tasting. Na mini chali straightforward no dating. Semina jua unapenda phony. Hodi hodi ho, kini pass with mind. Show me show baby where you behind it. Miss kama wao baby his matarao. Swezi patana nao mini ndovu. Bungoja nina kitu, si makelele ndani ya tujani na jitu. Nani yenyewe umezoea za mwitu, ikikupata utasikia niko kwa mavitu.
Ai usidozle huyo mimi nina kama manze huku nje naitwa 1 minute man. Ati mi uboba tamon ID man. Depression ikikikin manze nitakibani. Kishash kwa bash. Kishash kwa bash. Kishash kwa bash. Kishash pan. Kishash kwa bash. Kishash kwa bash. Kishash kwa bash. Kishash
Yes, sir. What's up, y'all? What it do? What's up? Got your people in the club. Hello, people. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Open Up with Cami. A very late start. Apologies, of course, that we had a bit of a technical issue, but power is back. We praise God. Welcome to Open Up with Cami. You're live with me, Cami McKindy, and you're listening to Radio 254. That is 24/7 Kenyan music, Kenyan content for y'all. My goodness, I love being in the studio, despite the fact that I might get a migraine because one of the lights are flickering. So this is my request. If any Radio 254 officials are listening, please change out the light bulb so Mukami doesn't get a migraine in the middle of the show. Anyway, guys, today I feel like it's going to be a really fun episode because I'm going to do it podcast style. This might be the first episode I upload to a podcasting platform because I want to try something new. I've been getting the ick from my show recently. Actually not really, but I wanna diversify. I want to diversify a little bit and see if there's a way like we can monetize this as well and talk about the things I actually care about without feeling the pressure of, oh, it's a radio show. You know what I mean? So today's show is going to be podcast style. So whether you're listening live or not, that's fine because I'm not going to make any promises, guys, because I hate letting other people and myself down. I'm not going to make any promises, but today's going to be, it will be uploaded. Maybe. It might be uploaded. Anyway, there's a lot of news I want to get into that I will very briefly after this one song because, my God, I forgot to turn off the light after taking a selfie. So up next is Addicted by Camp Mula. Guys, we love this banger. Hey. So yeah, I'll be right back after this jam and we will get into the topics. I have so much to spill for you guys. Let's go.
Hey, you see addicted, you got my body lifted. Girl, you're so gifted, I never should have ifed it. Don't believe I missed it, how did I not get this? Leave me so breathless, leave me so helpless. Shame on the pain that I feel is in your name. Yet again, I'll be floating like a KLM plane. My game should back this thing, but she's so against me like a kid in broccoli. Sorry, let me speak properly, but she bad to the bone, so she oughta know me. Slowly, I will approach these, stroke on my goatee, then introduce me. No need to blame it on the cause girl, I know you wanna get loose. In truth, I'm a real sweet dude, so this song is for you. I'm addicted to you.
Hey, I never saw it coming. Something about you that'll just keep moaning, and I don't know what else to say. I never ever felt this way. You got me so deep.
Yeah. Young Cass. There go. Kiss my pretty lady. Yeah, you drive me crazy. Like I'm blindfolded, high rolling in a Mercedes. In one word, baby girl, you're amazing. Yeah, you got me sprung, baby. Can I have you daily? Want you by my side, baby, if I had a wish. Always need you there to give me a little kiss. From day one, I knew it would be like this. I'm loving your swagger, baby, you so glamorous. Yes, my pretty mommy, or should I call you darling? Be my princess and I can be your prince charming. We can hold hands in the sands in Malawi. Then we set sails on our way to Diani. I'll take you where the weather is sunny and it's all on me, baby girl, don't bring no money. I got a chef if you ever feel hungry. Breakfast in bed, eyes red, late in the morning. Cass.
I never saw it coming. Something about you that I just keep wanting. And I don't know what else to say. I never ever felt this way. You got me so could be if you and me got along. In time you see that you need me. And oh, hey, I got you. No matter what we go through, we'll be cool. No matter what they say, you'll be my dude. He loves you. Ooh, hey, I never saw it coming. Something about you that I just keep wanting. And I don't know what else to say. I never ever felt this way. You got me so addicted.
What a banger. What a banger, what a banger, what a banger. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Open Up with Cami. You're live with me, Cami Makindia, and you're listening to the best radio station in the world. That is Radio 254, where we do, say it with me, 24/7 Kenyan music, Kenyan content for y'all. Who does it like that? Guys, I'm telling you, the difference the mic makes from like my little home mic to being in the studio, I will never not stop saying that. That doesn't make any English. That doesn't make any English. That doesn't make any sense either. But I will never stop singing the praises of being like in the studio versus being at home. If you don't know, if you're a first time listener, I usually do the show from home. But today, and I guess from now henceforth, I shall be here. And I am excited. Let's get into the news. Enough jibber jabber. Let's get into the news, shall we? Top stories. Revealed cooking oil and rice tycoons. I'm so sorry. We have rice tycoons in Kenya. Everyone is a tycoon. There's a monopoly over everything. So revealed cooking oil and rice tycoons. Out of 11 companies awarded tenders by the Kenya National Trading Corporation for a linked to businesswoman Mary Wambui. Wow. Hey, wow. Slay. Get your bag, Mary Wambui. That's very interesting. I was actually having a conversation with a friend of mine who a friend of theirs, a friend of a friend, does tenders. And remember, guys, we did an episode on tenders. I don't know if you remember, but we did do an episode on tenders. And I asked you guys, would you become tenderpreneurs? And the overwhelming majority said yes. Who does not want that money? I feel like anyone would be silly to not want that money. But also at the same time, it has to be legitimate, right? It has to be legitimate funds. So, and having a monopoly over so many tenders, I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, Taveta MP sought over invasion of Ruto ally Criticos property. All right, have no idea what that is. Marijuana Academy bets on South Africa pot revolution. Oh my God, the teaching aims to dispel stigma around bang. I love the way Kenyans call bang bangy. They call thingy, what do you call it? They call bud weed marijuana bangy, and I think it's like the funniest and best thing ever. Cause like I don't know, it just gives like parents vibe. Anyway, guys, the actual story I wanna talk to you guys about is this whole submarine thing, and I know you know what I'm talking about because everyone has been talking about it all week. All week, everyone's been talking about it, but I want to talk about it. So, if you don't know, if you've been under a rock, there are currently 5, I believe they're 5. There are currently 5 people stuck in a submarine. Their oxygen ran out, 2 hours ago. We had 4, we being the general, being humanity, we had 4 days to find these people. We had 4 days to find these people, right? Unfortunately, the scientists and engineers and all people were saying, nautical engineers, I should say, were saying like it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. Dude, do you know how deep the ocean is? I retweeted something. Everyone go on my Twitter, shameless plug. I retweeted something yesterday that puts into perspective how deep the ocean is. These people have been stuck in a submarine. By the way, there's not enough space to even stand up. So they've been compact, sat down for 4 days, no food, no water, no sign of life. How would they even, I don't know why this was my first thought. How would they poop? I know like we don't like to talk about that, but how would they poop? Like I'm being so freaking for real right now, guys. Like peeing, going to the bathroom, but they're not even like eating or drinking anything. I bet, okay, fine, maybe they had food reserves, but it's crazy that like it's now too late. It's too late. You know, it kind of, people are making fun of this because the people that are in it, so it was like a tourist tour, you could call it. Shout out to the bus that's just beeping right now. It was like a tourist thingy, right? So people actually paid. What I mean by that is people paid to be there. People paid to go on this submarine for $250,000 each, dollars, 200,000 each. I believe it's between $200,000 $250,000. And they got stuck down there. They were going to visit the site of the Titanic. They're going to visit the site of the Titanic, and unfortunately got lost in a submarine. I don't know. I don't feel like our technology is there yet for us to be doing up escapades, to be visiting the depths of the ocean. Fair enough, we go to space. I get it, right? But there's something about the ocean. And my friend was telling me, we need to fact check this, but it is physics, so obviously it's facts. It's just how physics works. Because of the intense amount of pressure, right? Even if they were rescued, they would have to be rescued slowly by slowly. So, and remember, oxygen at this point was running out. Now it's out. I'm really praying for them. Have they already like, oh my God, I don't even want to think about like people dying, but the oxygen has run out. And they basically, what scientists are saying, they have to be raised slowly by slowly, because if that does not happen, right? If they were just to come back to the surface or closer to the surface, you know, when you grab a soda can and you crush it, you like remove all the air from it, and you make noise effects on it. You know when you do that to the radio, to a soda can. Yeah, that's basically what would happen to these people in the submarine. The submarine will literally compress as if you're crushing a soda can in your hand. Do you know how freaking crazy that is? Do you know how scary that is? And it's as cold, as dark, and as barren as it is in space. Dude, and you're telling me you want to go into the depths of the ocean? There's nothing for me there. There's nothing in the depths of the ocean for me. And obviously, I'm not trying to like blame these guys at all. I mean, how would they have known that they would get stuck and die, you know? But unfortunately, there are a lot of funny memes surrounding this that I will be sharing to some of my friends. But I don't know. And of course, the Simpsons predicted this, and people are like just, you know, giving their 2 cents, and I don't know. It's a lot. Okay, let's get into today's actual topic of conversation. I'm not even going to waste any time. No music breaks. Please bear with me. My head, guys, I told you the lights were flickering in the studio. I can already feel a migraine. You know, when I tell people, and shout out Derek, because I even just told our amazing admin person, Derek, just now, I will get a migraine. And he laughed at me, but you guys will see. I was just kidding. But yeah, like every time I tell people, like, no, like I have a major sensitivity to light, and if they flicker, I'm done for. Yeah, guys, I'm already feeling the migraine coming. I'm already feeling it. So please bear with me. I'm on my knees. Bear with me. So let's get into the main topic of conversation. It's going to be like personal stories today. Like I said, if you didn't catch it at the top of the show, today's a very podcasty episode. Of course, we did the news at the top and current events. I had to mention the Titanic submarine that everyone's talking about the whole week. I've been watching this unfold like, oh my God, are we actually going to have saved them? But now let's get into something I wanted to talk to you guys about yesterday. Something really cool happened to me. Something really, really, really cool happened. And I was invited for a couple months ago. I met a pretty big influencer at Nairobi Fashion Week, at Nairobi Fashion Week, and this person we've met before. She's so lovely, like the best. And I will reveal names in a second, but I just want to give background. So we've met a couple times. I'm familiar with her work. She's familiar with my work. Around the same age, although yeah, like she is like big time, right? So she was like, "Hey, do you want to come on my show?" And I was like, "Do you want to come on my show? Do you want to come on my show?" And we were both like, "Yes, of course." So we're gonna go on each other's shows. So eventually, she will be coming on Open Up with Cami Slay. But she has a YouTube show. You might know it as the Stephanie Nganga Show, SNS. Slay! We love her. We stand Stephanie Nganga. Today, tomorrow. Everyone in Nairobi knows everyone, especially in the influencer space, right? Especially in the influencer space. But these guys, I was telling C after, because we went for drinks after. I was telling C after, dude, you guys were naming names. I said, yeah, so she did this deal, like, and I'm like, who are you guys talking about? Me with my 4K followers, like, and then the sponsors did what? Like, trying to, like, understand everything. But it just brought up an idea in my head that if you're not in spaces where you're feeling challenged, or if you always feel like you're the smartest person in the room or the best person in the room, there's nothing you're learning. These people are the same age as me, but are, not to compare, but like, this is just facts, but are far more established in this creative space than I am, for a plethora of reasons. We went through different career paths. I obviously spent most of my life, not most, but half my life in the UK, having just returned, so on and so forth. So, there's reasons, right, that they're more so, and like that's not what this is about. But I felt so humbled in the best possible way. I felt so humbled to be around these people, despite, yeah, we're the same age, but I already learned a lot by just being around them. Just being in that space. And literally, if Stephanie ever listens to this, thank you so much for inviting me on and, you know, giving me that space. Like, not, it sounds like it's like a charity handout. That's, again, I don't know why I feel like I'm even being overly humble, because I know I'm the shit. I'm going to be in trouble for cursing on air, but I know I am that B when it comes to editing, when it comes to content. You know, there's just a few things that lack, like consistency, blah blah blah, and like, you know, having a job and whatever. But that's actually not an excuse, but still, you know. So I caught myself feeling that little imposter syndrome. I'm like, no, Cami, like this is incredible. First of all, great people I've met. We had the best time. We laughed. We trap out stories, had a little bit of a gossip session, like just like my favorite type of day. Like not like hateful gossip, just like tea, you know, like girly chat. And that's like one of my favorite things to do. And seeing these guys and the way they are, and like them talking about brand deals and everything, me learning. Obviously for radio, I go out and I look for sponsorships, but it's different when you're looking for sponsorships under the guise of a media house, a media company, versus you on your ones. Because I was asking them, so how'd you go about this? And then they were talking about like negotiations, they're talking about like all of this stuff. And I was like, wow, these girls are the best. I love them. Teach me more, teach me more, teach me. So yeah, I just want to share with you guys that it's important to, if you want to level up, also surround yourself with people who are at the level or that you want to get to, or even that you want to surpass. There's something that we can truly learn from each other. Because even Stephanie herself was telling me, I really hope she doesn't mind me just like saying stuff. She was telling me like, oh yeah, I want to learn about radio too, you know? So there's a lot of give and take. I'm now like regretting using names, but day. Oh my goodness. So got there on time. Slay. I was actually the first one. Oh my God, who's proud of me? Even Cindy, when she walked in, she was like, oh wow, I'm really surprised Cami was on time, because blah, blah, blah. Also hate that that's my brand. We need to change that. I need to become the prompt friend. Anyway, so, you know when you're like, okay, I don't know if you know, but when you're filming, and if you're like an overthinker like me, in the middle of filming, you can be like, oh, did that even make sense? Like, as you're speaking, like, did that make sense? That happens to me a lot on radio as well. I'm like, dude, did what I just say make any frigging sense whatsoever? And I was having those moments. And like, if you catch me when that episode jokes, if you catch me just like, you know, not zoning out, but, you know, be kind. When that episode drops, guys, just be kind. But it was such a funny and fun episode. I can't wait for it to drop. I believe it might drop in a month or so. I don't know. Keep an eye out on Stephanie Yanga's channel. Have to do some promo. And just like everyone's opinions, just seeing how they differ. It's just, but we were agreeing on a lot of things. And spoiler alert, we really came for men's next. So, you know, buckle up. I'm just gassed for that. I can't wait to see how that does and how it turns out. Because, you know, obviously we don't have control of the edit. So hopefully it turns out great. Be sure to check that out and subscribe to Stephanie Yanga's channel. She makes amazing content, incredible content. And yeah, all that to say is like, I walked in really nervous because I already had like preconceived notions, like, oh my God, I'm gonna be with these big influencers, what am I gonna do? And I'm really proud of myself. I think it's important to say, it's important to give yourself flowers. I'm really proud of myself for holding my own, for stepping out of my comfort zone. Like I said, yeah, sure, I know these people, but, well, know of them, but not on like a personal level. So for me to walk into the lion's den, it's not really the lion's den, but you know what I mean, to walk into a situation where I know it may not be the most comfortable situation for me, and it's being recorded and filmed. As much as I love doing all of that, it was nerve-wracking, and I'm proud that I held my own. I'm proud that I was even invited. Like that's really cool to me that I was even invited, because these people are like literally my favorite content creators. So yeah, it was great. So yeah, that's the first part of the show done. We shall take a brief music break, one of my favorite songs. I don't know why I like this song so much, but I love it. I love it. I love it. This is Huff and Puff, Just a Band. You're listening to Open Up with Kami. I'll be back with more tea in this podcast episode. This is Radio 254.
Blow the house down, tunakamna masasa sijaonekana, aha, chukua dakika kama tano uite mazima moto tumeshika nare, wakichelewa watapata tuni moshi imebaki juu, maji haitoshi kuzima hii beat so smooth, oh so nice, play it twice, have a good time.
Are you ready to just go? You got to give me something and I'll give you something back. Are you ready to just go? You got to give me something and I'll give you something back.
Give me 5, it's good to be alive. The sky, it seems so far away, but we know that we've been to the moon and back, and we're sure that nothing's gonna hold us back. Take it easy, say she can easy, yeah, to me cheesy, watch and to easy. We make that points come up occupied. I need to keep my mind occupied.
Are you ready to just go? You got to give me something and I'll give you something back. Are you ready to just go? You got to give me something and I'll give you something back.
Chukua dakika kama tano uite mazima moto tumeshika nare, wakichelewa watapata tuni moshi imebaki juu, maji haitoshi kuzima hii beat so smooth, oh so nice, play it twice, have a good time, have a good time. Have a good time.
Are you ready to just go? You got to give me something and I'll give you something back. Are you ready to just go? You got to give me something and I'll give you something back. La 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 la.
All black attire, Desiree or desire. I've been watching your movements, and they have me so clueless. Scarlett Johansson, mysterious and a stunner. Lead me on with your fragrance. I hope your heart is vacant. You've got my mind in the clouds, wondering when you'll come around. Tiptoe when you stagger, 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 like it don't even matter, 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 matter. I want to see you stagger, 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 like it don't even matter, 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 matter. Yeah, 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 yeah. Your body is a madness. I see you moving in a sundress. It's a lot to process. But baby, can I access? Oh yeah, lead me on and I'll chase you. I know they play you. Cast a spell just like you do. With your witchcraft and voodoo. You've got my mind in the clouds, yeah. Wondering when you'll come around, yeah. Tiptoe when you hear the sound. Cause you can't be sitting down. Cause I want to see you stagger, 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 like it don't even matter, 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 matter. I want to see you stagger, 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 like it don't even matter, 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 matter. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes, sir. That was Stagger by Mali Enge, the producer. Dude, I love that song so much. Are you joking me? I love it so much because it gives me like Alte Cruise vibes. I don't know if you guys get what I mean, but it definitely gives me Alte Cruise, like Nonso Amadi, that chilled Afrobeats energy that I love so much. So anyway, guys, welcome back to the show. This, of course, is Open Up with Cami. I'm your host, Cami McKinnon. You're listening to me live on Radio 254. That is 24/7 Kenyan music, Kenyan content for y'all. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday, the 22nd of June. If anything, maybe just be happy you're not stuck on a submarine somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic. Do you know what I mean? Like, life could be a lot worse. That's not funny. Like, I should not be joking about it, but like, you know, what can we do? What can we do? Anyway, kids, so getting back into the show, getting back into the main topic of conversation, not main topic of conversation, second topic of conversation, that is, I haven't, I said today's a podcast episode, I haven't felt like a bad bee, like the main character in so long. Let me tell you about my journey here, right? Beginning of the January, for some reason, the first half of January was a very hard time for me. Don't know. I think I just partied too much in December, way too much in December, and it caught up with me eventually. So I was feeling the aftermath of that. But then like halfway through January, I said, no, I'm getting my life together. You know that New Year's vim that you have? That New Year's vim that you have that you're like, oh, I can, you know, do anything. I can take over anything. I am that girl. I had that. Then I was like on my grind up until like the end of March. April, I start to feel a bit iffy. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. Brief interruption. So basically, what was I saying? I was saying that now I'm feeling a little bit better. Up until March, I was great. April, I started to feel a bit iffy. April, I was like, yeah, you know, you start to feel, you know, run down. I don't know why I've lost my whole train of thought. But anyway, becoming the main character again. I felt like the main character from January to March and maybe a bit of April. April till now, guys, I've just not been in my bad bee energy. And I need to figure out why, right? And I'm now opening up this question to you guys. What do you do to feel like a bad bee? Okay, what do you do to feel like a bad bee? For me, I feel like my best when I get dressed up, I take photos. Like, I know I look cute. Like yesterday, oh my God, my outfit ate the house down boots. You know what I mean? Like it actually like, it ate. And I was happy. I felt like a bad bee. I felt back in my energy. For the first time, I posted on my Instagram story after like a couple of months. you guys, the biggest telltale sign I'm not in my bad B energy is like if I'm not posting on Instagram. That because if I don't have a fit to post, I'm not posting. And that's another thing, not even about posting, just putting on a fit. I've been working from home a lot recently, like a lot. And what's that done is like I'm constantly like in sweatpants or biker shorts or big t-shirts or, you know, just not feeling my best. Also, this economy has been, oh my God, on my neck. So I'm not like going out as much. I don't have the facilities for that. Do you get what I mean? The economy has been whooping me ass. Do you know what I'm saying, darling? So yeah, like all of the things I would usually do, even getting up here today, I'm in the studio. I put on the cutest fit. Everyone go on my Instagram right now. Everyone go on my Instagram right now and see the fit I posted. I look incredible today. I always feel weird like bragging, like it's just not natural for me, but today I feel like myself again. I've posted like 3 or 4 stories today, and it's only 12. Like I've posted 3 or 4 stories today, and I'm like, you know, feeling like the only girl in the world. You know, like Rihanna, I want you to make me feel. Yeah, that. Like I'm the only girl. Yes. That's how I'm making myself feel. That's what clothes do for me. And I think that's why I want to go into fashion. But also, guys, I want to ask you guys, what do you do to make yourself feel like the main character? Oh, I remember what I also wanted to tell you guys. I feel like the main character. This is going to be such a weird one. I feel like the main character 10 minutes into, if I'm taking a Buddha Buddha, like I did today, because I'm fearless. If I'm taking a Buddha Buddha, the first 10 minutes I'm fearing for my life, right? Or depending on how long the journey is. Maybe it's the first 5 minutes, the first 10 minutes, I'm like basically shitting a brick. I don't know how else to say that. I'm pooing my pants. I'm like, oh my God, this is it for me. And then I hit this point of, oh my God, we're zooming through the city. Wind in my hair. Not a care in the world. Music blasting in my ears with my earphones in. I'm like, wow, I'm on top of the world. Main character energy. So I don't know if I need to be taking Buddhas more often just to replicate that feeling. But guys, the feeling I get on the back of a Buddha when we're just like zooming through the city and there's like barely any cars and I can feel the wind in my hair and I just, you know, you start making up scenarios in my head. Like, I'm like, yeah, I know that car is staring at me. They want to marry me. That guy in the car is definitely thinking, wow, that's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my entire life. And you just like romanticize. Obviously, that's not happening. I'm delusional. But, you know, you romanticize it. You make yourself feel like, oh my God, like, wow, I am the main character. This is it. Just zooming past, not thinking about if a tattoo just like comes and hits us. Like that's both me and the driver done. Oh my God, now it's getting morbid. But you know what I mean? Just little things like that just like make me feel like the main character. Going to like a coffee shop. Like I like to go to Barista & Co. I wouldn't say which one because I don't know. I want to gatekeep. No, I don't want to gatekeep. Barista & Co. You can't really gatekeep it. It's a great cafe and it's a chain, so you can find it anywhere. But I'd like to go to the Barista & Co. near my house. Just get a little like coffee. I don't even like coffee, but just like get a little coffee by myself and just be like, oh wow, I'm the main character right now. Like everyone is like wondering who is that mysterious girl? What's her story? Oh, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I have to give credit to one of my favorite content creators, Olivia Neal. I was listening to a podcast this morning. I was listening to a podcast and I was like, girl, you are me. Like, she is me. She was basically saying the same thing, but she also said the gym. So that's something I want to do to also help make myself feel like the main character again, is to go to the gym. I like to go to, I don't like to, but I want to go back to the gym. I want to do 12-3-30, again, being influenced by Olivia Neal. Great content creator. If you like unhinged Gen Z content and if you understand British humor, you would adore Olivia Neal. But yeah, so I want to like start going to the gym because I'm moving, and to the place we're moving into has its own gym. Thank God. Oh my God. I just have to like go downstairs and use the gym. I will be rinsing the ish out of that gym. Are you kidding me? Just so I can feel like the main character, just to get my confidence back. Guys, I have worked so hard on gaining confidence and I am nowhere near where I'd like to be. But there's something about the gym. These, those alpha bros looking. No, I'm not gonna say they're onto something. But when it comes to like what the gym can do for your confidence, for sure, like that is undeniable, and good for your mental health as well. So I'm gonna be going to the gym to make myself feel like a bad bee again. I miss feeling like I am that girl. Like I am that girl, and everyone deserves to feel like that. Like I'm so tired of like hiding every time I don't feel. Actually, no, I do hide every time I feel like I'm not that girl. But like still, at the same time, that's also my process. I can't feel 100% of the time. You know what I'm saying? Some days you'll feel like you're 50%, other days you'll feel like you're 90%. I hope this is all making sense. But yeah, that's my story. That's my story of my journey wanting to become like a bad bee again. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this podcasty episode. I can't wait to potentially, I can't speak. Someone take me back to classes. Potentially upload this, just so I can reach more people with my shenanigans and all of that stuff. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the segment, guys. It's been a wild show. We started off late because of power issues. Then we talked about all the breaking news stories. Apparently, there rice tycoons in Kenya. Yep. Cooking oils and rice tycoons. I didn't even know they were tenders for distributing oil and rice. I just thought you get it from manufacturers. What are we talking about? But in this Kenya, people find any which way to make money. And you got to respect it. Unless it is at the expense of the people. And then, of course, we spoke about the Titanic submarine. My God, I would say praying for those people. Can you imagine being stuck down there? Imagine if it's like a family as well. So, thoughts and prayers, sorrows and prayers to them. Like actually, like genuinely, it is devastating. I cannot believe that that's going on. But yeah, what else? And finally, I was talking about going back to being a bad bee. Yeah, what we've just discussed, and my experience yesterday filming with some big time influencers and just feeling humbled and grateful to be in that space, and also learning a lot and connecting with new girlies. One thing about me, I am such a girl's girl. I love my girlies. So anytime I get to meet new girls, I'm gassed. I'm laughing when I said girlies because those guys were saying, we were all saying that we hate it when someone we don't know says girlies, hey girlies, hi girlies. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to close out with one of, my recent faves. And technically, we can play this. Because why? Because there's a Kenyan on it. I'm going to end with Nana, Joshua Baraka, King Promise, BN, and Joe Boy. I hope you have enjoyed this show, guys. It has been my absolute pleasure. Be sure to follow Radio 254 on all social media sites. That is on Instagram at 254.radio, Twitter
nitaga nana. When you wind it up, you make a bad man talk. Fine face and your energy, a cherry on top. I'm ready to hop on the vibe and rock. Wah wah wah, no gopa. Unaizungusha zungusha kama chopa. Unaitingisha proper. The night dance, my original dog king. Showstoppers.
Yeah, I wanna love you daily. You a queen, so I call you Nana. Not gonna give you stories. No go stress, no go bring no drama. My label make I know what you want. You give me vibes on high, make I flow. No other girl make I feel how you do. Oh, you cast a spell on me. Oh, nah, baby. What's this you when drive me crazy? You know so when I see you, baby. Let's go down, girl, let's go down.
Oh, nah, baby. You know I wanna love you daily. You know you're my one and only. I wanna love you till I get no more. Oh, nah, baby. You know I wanna love you daily. You know you're my one and only. I wanna love you till I can't no more.
You ask one. And it's another